Charlemagne the God. Yeah, I know he called himself the God. We call him Charlamagne the Square. Was on The View, and The View starts shaking him down for votes. Who are you going to vote for? Why aren't you vocal enough for Biden? They go into these panics and telling him what to put on his show. Democrat Charlemagne the God, and by the way, he's going to vote for Biden again because he supports destroying black unemployment. All of the lies that Biden has told about his own civil rights record, Charlemagne endorses it. Charlemagne's against the open border, but he's going to vote for it again with Biden because he will not turn for Trump. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. As we make fun of Charlemagne the God on The View, the blind leading the blind. Let's watch.
You endorsed Joe Biden back in 2020. But this time around, you say you're not going to endorse anybody.
Yeah, ain't nobody endorsing Biden again. This is just like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson did the same thing. Last time he endorsed Biden, this time he will not. Why? I just got to say, this is the good news for my Trump supporters out there. Ask yourself why. Why is it that all these celebrities suddenly don't have the guts to back Biden, even when they're probably going to vote for him? They publicly don't want to take the hit on their career. They don't want to take the hit on their credibility. They don't want to look like a racist scum like Biden, who they're voting for.
Charlamagne, now is not the time, in my opinion, to sit this one out.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say that. I never said I was sitting it out.
What you gonna do?
I'm definitely voting in November, but what I like to focus on is issues, not individuals. Like, you know, when
but why not endorse?
Huh?
Why not endorse Biden?
Yeah. How come you don't like Kim Jong-un? You're not supporting him enough, Charlemagne. She's pushing him. Why not an endorsement? Why not an endorsement for Biden? He is clearly uncomfortable with going down with that ship. Biden is going to lose, and now Charlemagne doesn't want to be part of the problem with that, backing that loser, and especially the fallout of Biden's economy, Biden's southern border. Who wants to be a part of that team?
Because if I'm sitting here telling my listeners that, you know, you have somebody out there who is a threat to democracy, you have somebody out there who said they want to, you know, suspend the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. You saw this person, you know, try to lead an attempted coup of this country. And I'm telling people that this guy is a threat to democracy.
What a square. I thought he was talking about Biden. Then I realized, oh, wait, he's talking about Trump. That Trump is a threat to democracy. Remember, Charlemagne, Charlamagne, the Square, does not realize that it's his own Democrat Party that he's about to vote for that tried to remove Trump from a ballot. The definition of being anti-democracy. So he's Charlemagne the God is anti-democracy and is going to continue to vote anti-democracy. He's anti the southern border hemorrhaging, but he's going to continue to vote for the guy who destroyed the voter, a rich, white, elite, anti-woman, racist like Joe Biden is who Charlemagne is voting for.
There's only two candidates out there. So if I'm saying that about this individual, the choice is clear, right?
Oh, yeah, the choice is clear. See, I knew you were always going to go for Biden. I know the choice is clear because you're a moron is why you're voting for him. And you're a sellout and you don't really care and you're uninformed, like critically uninformed, just sadly uninformed. So of course you're going to keep doing it. I'm not just calling names. I literally mean you don't know the issues and you don't know Biden's track record. You have not looked into it. You have not looked into the numbers. You don't agree with the economic science of what's happening to the economy under this guy.
Why do y'all need us to say this if we don't feel comfortable saying it?
No, it's not that we need you to say it, but I think other folks need to hear.
Oh, and now comes the shakedown. He's going, why do you guys need me to say it if you know I'm not comfortable with saying it? This is the weirdest thing. Charlemagne should be a man and just say it. He should just say either I'm not going to tell you because I don't feel comfortable with my career, or he should say, look, I'm supporting him. I'm a man. I'm going for Biden. Or he should say, look, and he's already said that he's going to vote. So he's basically told everyone he's going to vote for Biden, but he won't endorse him. Why? I'm not saying Trump is perfect. I don't agree with the guy on a whole lot of issues, on life, on marriage, on just foundational things. I will gladly tell people exactly who I'm voting for. And by the way, it costs me more with my career than Charlamagne coming out and saying that he would vote for Biden. Costs him nothing. There's no reason to be coy. He's just being a poser.
Is the fact that getting facts out through the media seems to be very difficult.
I feel like I just spewed some facts.
Yeah.
Yes, but
an
we need you to do it on your show.
Yeah, do it on your show. Let Whoopi come and start creating content for your show, Charlamagne. Whoopi, what's wrong with just taking care of your own show, The View? She's like, I got to get it, the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne to God. I got to get his show to support Biden. It's about you, not about us. You know, hey, take care of your own show. And he's just going like, there's no facts out in media. Whose fault is that? It's because Democrats run media, that there's no facts that you can run on in media. No one believes media anymore. No one believes New York Times. If someone comes up to you and goes, I have a fact against Trump and I have a fact in support of Biden, economy is great, people laugh in your face now. That is, the more lies people tell, the less the voters are going to believe there's even such a thing as a truth. Or that all of these Democrats, they're just trying to game the system. Look, we see what's happening in these court cases in New York. Don't give me this law that you're pro-law or pro the Constitution or pro-democracy. We're laughing at you.
Well, the reality is I think both candidates are trash. So but I am going to vote in November, and I'm going to vote my best interest, and I'm going to vote who I think, can preserve democracy. So
yeah, he's going to vote for Biden, who can preserve democracy, the guy that tried to take his opponent off the ticket. That's what Charlamagne the God is voting for. Probably one of the biggest radical losers in American history is going to be Joe Biden, up there with Jimmy Carter. Like, he is a disaster. And so the people that support him, and by the way, I fight for his right to support him. I love people to vote for anyone they want. But we're going to use our free speech to also mock them on how wrong they are, and stupid, and shallow. And he's a follower of every other famous person over there on his channel.
So if I think both candidates are trash and I don't feel like, endorsing one, would you rather me endorse an individual or endorse the fact that, hey, we need to go out here and protect democracy?
There's that protect democracy language again. This is what the Democrats are running on. Don't look at anything Biden did for the last 4 years. Remember, democracy is on the ballot. They tried running on that one back in 20. It's the only positive message they think they have.
I mean, it's a toss-up at this point. I really don't know. I think the person who goes out there and probably energizes their base the best at this point. And, when you look at somebody like President Biden, it feels like his base is pretty pissed off at him for a number of reasons.
Help him out.
Please help him. But I like that admittance that Biden's base is not coming out for him, that Trump is going to win because he's more likely to energize his base. How's Biden doing at energizing his base? Democrats, these are Democrat operatives, people working for the Democrat campaign, are flat out saying, our donors are leaving, our voters are leaving. We are in trouble because Joe Biden is a corpse and we've been lying about him, and people aren't believing the lie anymore. They're worried about their country and their future. Legit.
I don't know if it's because he's old or people are mad. I don't know why Democrats are mad at him, but I know I'm better off with him than I am with the other one.
Right.
That's what.
I mean, that's just a statement of how much you dislike Trump. I feel the same way about Biden. I would literally vote for Julian Assange. I would feel safer with some guy in prison somewhere than I would with Joe Biden in office. I'd feel better with probably a comedian or a clown in office than I would with Joe Biden. I would probably feel safer, probably feel better even with someone like Putin in office than Joe Biden. That's how bad he is. He's so disastrous for America. So I get when they say, for whatever reason, however much you hate Biden, we hate Trump more, so we're going for Trump. That's fair.
And so if you say you're going to vote, then I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Not only am I saying I'm going to vote, I'm telling you who the threat to democracy is.
Well, we do. Listen, we do this every day. We know who the threat to
Absolutely.
democracy is.
And his name is Donald Trump. If you
Yeah.
want me to spell that one out.
I like how I'd explain it to everybody to get these women off his back. He's like, fine, I'll say it. Look, the threat to democracy is Donald Trump. I'm voting for Biden. Now, will you please just leave me alone? I've virtue signaled. I've told you the correct vote that there is in our industry. The only person you're allowed to vote for. Oh, big mind blower, Charlamagne de God. More like Charlamagne the photocopier of everyone else's opinion in your room. You're not radical. You're a follower. You're a conformist, buddy.
Come on.
And one would think, since there's only two,
I mean, there's third-party candidates, but, you know.
oh yeah, I
there's
will
only
beat your behind.
I'm just.
Now, Whoopi just threatened him. Did you hear that? I'm going to beat your behind if you bring up third-party candidate, because they're all afraid of RFK Jr., and they should be, because he's going to take so many votes from Biden because Biden's weak. Now, here's Charlamagne on Jimmy Kimmel.
And I said, the reason I feel like it's going to be an issue because the first time in my life, people that I know are having conversations with me about what's going on at the border. Whether it's, you know, somebody I know who works at a parking garage in New York coming to me in tears talking about, you know, the crime that is in his neighborhood because the gangs that are coming over are.
You voted for it before, and you will vote for it again, according to your interview on The View. So you're part of those tiers. You chose it. The only change at that border that's going to happen is if you vote for Trump and you hate the guy, you can't stand it. You believe the lie that he's undermining democracy. So play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
You know, talking to activists in Chicago who are just upset because they feel like, you know, these people are coming over and getting more access to resources than people who've been living on the South Side, you know, homeless, you know, are getting.
Yeah. Charlamagne, tell them keep your tears because we all voted for it. Say we voted for the illegals to come in and use up all those resources in a sanctuary city. We did it. So tell all y'all. Say, we did this. This is our vote.
That's just me listening to people. So when I get asked that question and I say yes, all of a sudden I'm on, you know, MSNBC with the headline, Charlamagne the God is spreading MAGA messaging. I'm like, these people aren't MAGA. This is just a regular, everyday working class person who's coming to me because they know I got a microphone.
Yeah, and you're going to keep voting that way. So this is the big question to me is, will Charlamagne the God change his mind about Biden, or will he not continue right down that road, stuck on stupid, thinking history will change by doing the exact same thing?
You're saying that you're a sanctuary city and you're saying, welcome, welcome, we'll take them, we'll take them. Okay, so now that they sent them here, now they're like, send them back. We don't have enough room for them.
Yeah, that's your people. Your people, you're going to vote for him again. So you're going to endorse them again with a vote.
So what it makes it seem like the people is Republicans were always right on that issue and Democrats were wrong. Right. Like it's really just that, I mean, just that simple to optics.
It's not optics. It's an actual fact. Republicans were always right on that issue and Democrats were always wrong. The question is, why are you going to keep voting for wrong? Okay, I get it. It's your value system. You want to keep your job. You're a coward. You're afraid to actually change things for the good. You're allowed. Charlamagne, The Square, on The View, and Jimmy Kimmel. Let me know what you guys think. Will he ever change his mind by this election? Will he be more pleased with Trump, even if he doesn't vote for Trump after 2024? I'm Doug in Exile.